We're now going to cover conditional list comprehensions. So this is an extension of the basic list comprehension that we just did. So this word conditional should key you into what will happen. So during each iteration of a conditional list comprehension, there'll be a conditional statement that gets executed. And if that condition is true, so remember, conditional statement just means something that evaluates as true or false. If it's true, then the expression component of the list comprehension will run. So we will square the number, we will take the length of the word, and so on. But this condition must be evaluated as true. So let's see some examples in order, or at least one example here, to see how this works. So below, we're going to be squaring only the odd integers. And first, we're going to use the current knowledge that we have, not a list comprehension. So the code is already written here. We'll create a list over here. We're naming it squared odd nums. Then we're going to have a for loop, just as usual, for num in range 1, 11. So this is 1 to 10. And we only want to square the odd integers. So if we're going to have an if statement here. So here's our conditional. We're going to test that the remainder when divided by 2 is 1, which means it will be odd. And then we will append the squared value to our list. So only odd integers from 1 to 10, their values will get squared and then appended to this list right here. If it's even, this will not be 1, and it just won't run this expression. So nothing will happen for that iteration. It will not, nothing will get appended to the list. Okay, let's go ahead and evaluate this. So 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 squared become 1, 9, 25, 49, and 81. All right, let's see how to do this with a conditional list comprehension. So again, we're going to begin with our square brackets, and this is how it's going to look. So the addition here is with this condition. It happens, you place it after the for loop. So to the right of the for loop comes in the middle. So the syntax, yes, it will change here. Again, there's no colons anywhere in the list comprehension. It's just a more compact syntax for doing the same thing as above. All right, so let's go ahead and copy this for loop, put this in here, and then we're going to put the expression. We're just squaring the number, and let's go ahead and execute this. This is what just a basic list comprehension. So every iteration will be applied this expression. We're going to square every single number in this iterable. Now, on the right-hand side, you can place a condition over here, and the condition would be the same as this over here. So I'll just rewrite that. If num modulus 2 equals 1. And then now I will execute this, and I will get the same result from above. So you can see here a list comprehension uses essentially the same syntax, but on one line. So the for loop goes in the middle. The condition over here goes on the right side. And then the expression goes on the left. And that's how you get your list comprehension. So it removes this whole thing of having to write the append method with the name of the list. So that is a big amount of space that is cleared, and you don't have to put all any of the colons either. All right, great. So that is our first example using a conditional list comprehensions. The addition over here is just this conditional statement on the right hand side, and only those only those items in the iterable that pass the condition will actually reach this stage of the expression to get evaluated, and whose final value will be placed in the the final list.